Hey everyone, this is my Patreon powered reaction to the 5th episode of Black Lagoon. So, let's watch it. 3, 2, 1, play. Whew. So, last episode, we followed the journey of an old German submarine that eventually ended its quest at the bottom of the ocean, which our main characters are gonna go do some salvaging. Which sounds simple enough, until they ran into a bit of opposition up above the water. So, yeah, bit of a problem. Firing toes and all that. There's one thing I want to comment on real quick. I've gotten a few comments on these videos, pretty much talking about, essentially talking about the subs not matching what they, remember from the dub. So that's less of an issue with the subs and more just the issue of the dub flavoring up Revy's language a bit. Because Japanese doesn't really have, cuss words like English does. It usually just has rude language. Words that are ruder to use than others. So, you kind of have to go further with English to get a similar effect, if that makes any sense at all. So it's usually why dubs do things like that. But anyway, back to the action. Hopefully. I was gonna stay there. Uh, you okay there, Rock? Are you still alive? Hey, I got the job done. Calm down. I know, right? Don't be unreasonable, Rock. Sheesh. Oh, jeez. I was wondering what he grabbed. But yeah, that's gonna be a thing that you see here. Yeah, it is a graveyard pretty much. Well, I doubt anybody really would. So yeah, let's get in, let's get out. Find what we came here for. Maybe take a souvenir or two. Sad, depressed, scared. True enough. And some of them died before it came to that. uh, it's a bloodstained picture. But yeah, some people were gonna go out that way. So we are gonna get more flashbacks on it. Yeah, he seems to be a bit indisposed. Don't yell at me, I'm busy here. I just... I mean, they're all gonna die anyway, so... Oh, jeez. I know I mentioned taking a few souvenirs, but... Yeah, that's ridiculous. That would never happen. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, that's it. That was a cue, yeah. Yeah, you gotta grab all the valuables you can find. But yeah, you're obviously limited by how much you can take, but... Don't ask the unreasonable. That skeleton's totally judging you right now. Yeah, I could tell. If only Rock was here, he could come up with something. Uh... The Great Order. Uh... Forgive me if I'm not behind you on any of this. uh... Jeez. My god. I can tell. So... Somebody just fire some torpedoes at these guys or something. Yeah. That's how it goes. As a fellow white man, what's your opinion on this matter? Yeah, that would... sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Of course. What are they doing now? Yeah, as long as they have toes, there's not a lot we can do. Aside from maybe step on them. Uh, and meanwhile, Revy and Rock are down there, completely missing the Nazi party on the surface. I knew he was gonna say that. It's not gonna do them any good down there, you might as well take it. But again, what good does that proof do down there? I still think you should take them, but it's not my decision. Must be an interesting story then. Relics of the past? Well, yeah. She's not wrong. Value is something humans assign to things. Ain't that the truth? You know, the air is not great down there as it is. Smoking's probably not a good idea. uh, well, mostly money, but uh, man, she really told him off here. It's a problem, that's what it is. You're letting the water in, you know. Yes, he does. Yeah, to know which ones are a threat. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. And don't get shot. Yeah, that thing's kind of important, don't ruin it. Or, you know, have it stolen. The mission was going well until now. Yeah. Uh, Revy and Rock. I love the symbols for them. Rock checking that ass as usual. Well, that's not a good idea. But, you know, if they want the painting back, so they had to do. Oh, she is. Have you met Revy? Yep. But are they anti-Revy missiles? She's got this. Have a little faith. Yes. Ouch. Blood, there must be sharks in those waters. Good point. Hopefully none of those actually make contact. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. Why not both? But yes, I'm pretty sure they're alive. I'm even more sure now. Yeah, I can't win them all. Sounds like a plan. So that was the 5th episode of Black Lagoon. And this episode, they continue to explore the submarine, searching for the painting and any other valuables they could find to, to take them back, to sell for money and all that. Which, that aspect, you had Rock not being too big of a fan of that. Him and Revy had somewhat of a philosophical debate on that. And which pretty much led to Revy kind of opening up a bit more to him about her backstory and her past and everything like that. And just kind of laying into him about, this is not the kind of attitude you can have if you're gonna be one of us. This is not the kind of attitude a pirate has. You take what you can, that's a value, you sell it, and you keep on living. There's really no room for that in this, and she told him as much. And she's right, like, she was pretty much right about everything she said, for the most part. Even if it's obviously a very harsh way of living. I mean, objects are just objects. Any value they have is something that's artificially given to them by humans. And the more privileged you are, the more you can afford to give items that kind of value. Which, that's pretty much the difference between upbringing between Rock and Revy right there, is kind of the gist of that whole situation. Because it has been kind of brought up before how privileged Rock has been in his past. He would not really know the kind of struggles and stuff Revy's had to go through. Growing up in a bad neighborhood and everything like that. Having to steal and kill to survive. So, Rock is going to have to break out of that a little bit if he wants to, be one of them. But anyway, I've harped on that enough. So, meanwhile, back on the surface, you have the Nazis being Nazis over on the Nazi ship. And just being silly. And one of my favorite moments of the episode probably was just Dutch talking to Ben. He's like, hey, so, as a white guy, what is your opinion on the Nazis and all that? He's like, I'm Jewish, right? So, fuck them, pretty much. And yeah, that would make sense. That about sums that up. And yeah, they eventually had their own scuba diving team go to the ship and got into a bit of a firefight with Revy and Rock and ended up actually stealing the painting, so that's a bit of a problem, so the mission did not go so well so far, to say the least, but, oh well, it's how it goes sometimes. I do think there might be somewhat of a rift between Revy and Rock and their relationship after the fight they had there down on the ship. At least that's the impression I got from that bit of a look exchange we got in the last few seconds of the episode. So, yeah, that might be something to work on in the next episode. I don't know, but yeah, that was definitely a disagreement of ideals, to say the least. Thank you for watching, and thank you Cnouki, the Dragon of Oshu, as well as everyone else, for doing what you can to support the channel. It means a lot to me, and I hope we can continue to grow the channel together. If you want to do more to support the channel, then you can become a patron on my Patreon and get cool rewards like early access to certain videos. Have a good one.